So I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence. And when I say the words artificial intelligence, a lot of people's first thoughts are Skynet. It's the end of the world. AI has taken over and it's destroying all of the obsolete humans. Or it's like the Matrix and we're just made obsolete and are enslaved to AI. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't some potential dangers to artificial intelligence, and in the future it could very well end the human race as we know it. But it could also do the complete opposite. And in a recent interview I did with Tom Montauk on the Open One podcast, we went deep into the extreme positive and negative potential for artificial intelligence. However, right now it's not taking over the world. Right now it has huge potential to be incredibly useful. Now, the two main kinds of AI that I've used that are very useful are ChatGPT and DALL-E. I did use some video editing AI, but it kind of sucked. It's not there yet. Video editors, you're not in any trouble, don't worry, at least right now. But graphics designers might be in a bit of trouble here, unless they use this technology to its full potential. And still, right now, it's limited. I can't just go to DALL-E and say, create me a logo with these words like this, because it sucks with words. But if you can put the right prompt into DALL-E, it can create some fantastic imagery. Check out some of these examples. And if you've been following me, you'll notice that there's been some cool art that have moved into my work. I'm going to be continuing to put this amazing art into my work because I am so happy and so impressed by the fact that for the first time in my life, I can do art. As somebody who could barely draw stick figures, I've always sucked at art. I just sort of accepted you can't do everything in this world. I'm never going to be an artist, whatever. There are many other things that I can do and I'm really good at them. Art isn't one of them. But that never stopped my imagination and having these beautiful images in my mind. I just could never find a way to actually put them onto something and show other people. And now I can. With DALL-E, I can do it instantly. If I write the correct prompt, I can create the most amazing art. And finally, for the first time ever, I can actually express what's going on in this mad mind of mine onto a screen and show and use the work, use the art. So personally, I think that is absolutely revolutionary. And then you have ChatGPT, which I think should be at best used as just a personal assistant. It's like Google on fucking steroids. It's very intelligent, but it doesn't have current events, and you couldn't really use it to go find out the best hairdresser or whatever. But to use it as an assistant, when you've got the right prompts, it's very, very useful. But if you were to sit there and say, write 10 tweets for me about this, and then you were to just use those tweets, it's going to be very boring. There's no flavor, there's no character, there's no life. That's not the idea, in my opinion, of what writing is about. You want, at least for me, I love to write. I really enjoy writing. And I have my own style. Sort of, after a while, almost tell that it's me writing these words, these captions, these articles, whatever. But you could use ChatGPT to give you ideas on what to write, or just to have a search of something and how to write code, for example. It's incredible for doing coding. I was in this chat group the other day, and this guy is talking about how he coded an entire website using this software in a few hours. Now that's pretty impressive. So what I'm trying to say to you is there is huge potential for artificial intelligence. I kind of see it as the next thing to the internet. It may very well change human society that much, but it doesn't mean it's going to take all of the jobs away from all of the good people in the world, but it may very well replace a lot of the jobs, but it will open up different ones. Have you ever heard of a prompt engineer? Well, that's a new job that's just been created because you're going to need people who use this new technology. But for me, it's heightened my imagination. It's actually heightened my creativity. I'm finding it very, very useful. So there's my short story on artificial intelligence.